everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Monday, November 16th, 2020, 3 p.m. Eastern. Many of us on this planet seem to be lost in our lives. So how to transcend feeling lost in our lives. Care about each and everything. Don't make a distinction between the great and the small. Cleaning the floor, do it with deep care, as if it is the body of the beloved. Each indifferent act becomes a slow suicide or a slow death. Be overflowing. Don't be a miser. Also, we don't realize it currently, this now. Life is so short. It's not long at all. Only 70 to 80 years for most of us, and this life is gone. Have you ever wondered, and I've heard this many times, and we've all probably asked ourselves this question, what's the point of it all? At some point in this infinite journey around the sun, each and every one of us will experience a deep sensation of being completely lost. And this is inevitable. We must all go through the experience of not having a clue, which is the best direction for us to be going. Which is the best direction for us to be going? Whether it be your job, relationship, health, family, or spiritual path. Each of us are guaranteed to experience a time before we leave the body where we will not have any confidence or certainty in where we are going or what we are doing. When this occurs, for you, remember, it's quite simple. When the sensations of confusion and trepidation flood the brain and make you believe everything is not as it should be, do not resist them. Simply treat each one as a doorway to the divine. Give yourself permission to greet the lost experience intimately, as if God was standing on your front porch in the middle of summer waiting for you with a tall glass of lemonade. Meet the experience fully and drink it in deeply. Bend over and kiss the ground it walks on. And do not try to change it in any way. The experience of feeling lost in your life is actually the realm of infinite possibilities in a great disguise. The universe is presenting a higher path for each of us to take. And because the old path that we were on was worn out and making us lazy, so when life becomes too comfortable, we need adventure to take over. We need to step out and try something new. The new opportunities awaiting us may cause the mind to freak out because it may try to jump on all of them and none of them at once. So we may even fall or fail to see the possibility of just sitting silently all day long, watching the grass grow and listening to the birds sing their song. The mind is always so busy, so determined, and so focused on getting somewhere other than here now. It actually doesn't know what it feels like to be truly here now. And the mind doesn't understand how feeling lost could actually be your ultimate vacation and final destination from that perpetual workhorse the mind is constantly riding. If you watch the mind vigilantly, you'll see it is always focusing on something continuously working 24/7 like a mad machine in a deep habitual addiction to its thoughts and thinking patterns. If for a moment this machine starts to question its motives, it might make you start thinking that you're off track. When this occurs, try this little experiment. Pay super close attention to the mind for several minutes. Notice what your goals, desires, and priorities are in life. Write down all these ideas, and yet more importantly, write down what will allow you to be at ease, even if these needs are not met. Enlightenment is not about imagining figures of light, but of making the darkness conscious. Carl Jung. Enlightenment is not about imagining figures of light, but of making the darkness conscious. You can find freedom by asking yourself, what do you most need to let go of attachment to right now, to feel deeply relaxed and at ease in this very moment? Explore what belief system you need to release and what it feels like to just trust life and be relaxed as you are. The eternal soul that you are deserves to have this every single day. And when you realize that you are the eternal observer, the pure, innocent, untainted witness, you will never feel lost again, because you'll know that every juicy moment is a ticket home. Now, the more we watch our minds, the easier life becomes. When we can see how it tends to cling to certain ideas and repels others away, you stop buying into the drama of it all. Ultimately, the mind doesn't have a clue where to find safety and security in this world. It simply cannot, because the outer world is constantly changing. The mind simply needs to know how to sit back and be still and allow for every little thought to pass on through. There is nothing wrong with the experience of feeling lost, for this is what fuels the spiritual search in the first place. So as each of us allow ourselves to embody the experience of feeling lost, it will completely dissolve. Should be totally confused. Surrender to every which way and possible direction you could be going, and eventually it will drive you deep within. So I invite you to approach all confusion, indecision, or lost feelings with this sense of divine exploration and curiosity, where this will result in real appreciation. It takes a true master to do this, yet it is not that hard. Simply surrender your ego's all too important agenda to the pure joy of exploring every little experience that you have along the way. The universe has billions of ways to keep us humble and fascinated all at the same time, Mike Pearson. It's good to know that the universe will continuously keep providing us with the experience of feeling lost, so that one day we truly give up searching out there and uncover this beloved warm fuzzy home within each of ourselves. All those moments of indecision and fear that we all interact with are meant to force the mind to stop moving forward, searching backward, and suddenly cause everything to come to a complete stop. This full stop is the vehicle we all need to transcend the mind and find the spiritual path inside. This is one of life's wondrous gifts to help us discover what meditation really is. Without the experience of confusion, we all would be very, very lost and confused. cautious of the mind, for whenever your mind doesn't know what you should be doing with your life, it might start making you believe that something is wrong with you. It may start to judge and condemn you, saying there must be a deep personal issue that you need to investigate with a counselor. The ego starts to become afraid that all its great efforting was for nothing. It doesn't want you to do nothing, for you will soon find out that you already have all the answers within you. And the ego mind doesn't want to give up being in charge of life. It would rather sacrifice your self-esteem than surrender. Only in deep surrender is there stillness and the path to opening the heart to total freedom. It is by going through the first fire that we purify and are reborn. The best path is to use your disbelief and doubt as a doorway to reveal a deeper truth of who you really are. Doubt is always our initial guide to finding freedom because it has no objective, no agenda, or fixed opinion. It is always wavering, thinking it could be this or that, which forces you to drop deeper into the heart. When you surrender to it and drop deep inside, you'll see that trust was always here inside your heart as your real guru and guide. If you can quiet your mind for 1 minute, you can hear what it's saying to you. Listening to the heart is easy when you put the world on the back burner. It just happens on its own when you relinquish all attachment to the end result and give in to the simplicity of being purely here in the now. Most of us, however, are so trained and goal-oriented that we cannot hear the longing of the heart and often reject any wobbling experience that make us feel derailed from our normal path. It is such a good thing that there are so many distractions in life, in this life. Otherwise, we would be like automized robots and never discover what the real spiritual journey is about. Life, this life, all life, is such a deep, juicy adventure. So do not be afraid of it. Know that each moment is the sacred source revealing itself to you. Be deeply honest and stop hiding your light from the world. Whatever it is that you really, really, really want in life can be yours. The secret is to know how to change your vibration and attitude so that you can receive it. You must dive beneath the surface into your innermost being and discover the power that you truly have. And once each of us bring a halt to the mind's chatter, we will find out what really makes our hearts go pitter-pat and experience every moment of life is taking on the most amazing, rich flavor you have ever tasted. So you enjoy. And always remembering for all of us, there are a plethora of things to be grateful for. How about your next breath of air? How about the trees, the sun, your friends, or delicious food? The list is endless. The abundance of the universe is mind-boggling. And it is all here right now for each of us to enjoy. Go your ego. This is a level of confidence that stems from a perpetual discovery of one's sweet, succulent spiritual essence. It is an unveiling of the spiritual truth of who you are, without labels, judgments, masks, or coverings of any kind. Our true spiritual nature is tapped into an infinite source of love, and this love is absolutely deep, pure, and eternal. You naturally feel confident about life because you are feeling into the very source of love, which always abides in the core of your being. By simply feeling into your deepest core, you find the spiritual connection is there. It is a gentle relaxation, an effortless surrender into your deepest truth without words. There is a divine energy there, a conscious being who is beautiful, brilliant, and incredibly powerful. This naturally sacred being doesn't need to prove itself. Its beaming joy is self-evident and is quite quiet about how amazing and boundless it is. From this space, there is nobody who needs confidence or fears that someone is lacking confidence. All you see and feel is the shining light that you are. And this small, powerless shadow self-instantly disappears in the essence of this bright light, leaving no sense of separation from life. And the pendulum stops swinging from feeling superior to being inferior. Perhaps the most vital piece of information that will help us all remain in a state of perpetual self-confidence is that it is ridiculously easy and truly effortless to experience it. Everlasting confidence is our natural, effortless essence. It is continuously radiating in the core of our being. We don't have to do anything to entice the sun to shine brighter. It is always already here, shining perfectly bright enough. The sun is a perfect example of who we are. It is always radiating its light on the world. It's naturally self-effulgent, perfectly warm to bring about life, and simply cannot be improved upon. This is exactly the way each of us are. The search for higher self-esteem is a highly addictive and dangerous game to play. As we all are continually trying to acquire a more improved version of ourselves and are never ultimately satisfied with who we are. Look around you. The more energy we put into trying to become someone better, the more we miss out on the feeling that we are enough and continue to climb up and fall down the ladder of self-esteem. The more tightly that we all grip onto the beliefs and perceptions about ourselves, the more rigid, complex, and crackable our self-esteem structure becomes. Eventually, when the big wind of life blows through, every idea we were clinging to is shaken off, cracked, or destroyed. It is by putting less energy and effort into becoming someone who is confident that we create more time to spend in relaxation and enjoying bathing in our spiritual core essence. And by simply enjoying this fully relaxed healing space within, we become unshakable and capable of embracing the greatest storms when they pass through. And ironically, the most solid foundation of confidence of them all is the one which feels connected with the sadness and weakness inside our human mankind selves. We are not avoiding, attached to, or resisting the darkness, yet are simply rooted in the strength we find in our own authenticity. It is through our vulnerabilities that we find true strength in ourselves, able to remain centered in the most challenging life scenarios. This confidence is the strongest because it is the most flexible, capable of dealing with change, and absorbing anything that life throws its way. It's good to know that the opposite of confidence is doubt, fear, hesitation, uncertainty, and cowardice. Each of these experiences is a byproduct of a tight, tense, emotional fear-based memory that is stored inside the body. The more integrated you become with the tension and the relaxation of the tension, your entire being finds the deepest place of relaxation, and confidence comes pouring through. You can see how essential it is to make time in your life to slow down from the racing mind and practice relaxing into each experience, whether good or bad. Again, use your breath as a vehicle to take you deeper inside, to touch everything within you and eventually reach your innermost spiritual core. Play with the exploration, feeling the intimate spiritual connection you already have within yourself. Very soon, you'll find that this simple, sweet inquiry transforms your entire life. The 4 steps to everlasting self-confidence are techniques that have been used for many years with many people and have seen tremendous shifts in their lives. These are the golden secrets to transforming a lifelong battle with self-esteem into one that is overflowing in a sea of self-trust, gratitude, and self-love. We won't cover all of these now, just a few. The thread of breath and emotional merging. Randomly, 5 to 10 times a day, feel into your connection with your breath. Relax deeply into it for at least 3 to 5 minutes. Feel into each inhalation and exhalation, expanding the belly and chest, allowing yourself to reach in and touch the deepest level of tension inside. Open up the reservoirs to let your good and bad feelings come flooding in. And with each breath, feel into the emotional peak and valley that currently exists in your life. Let yourself be massaged by the breath, bringing up the greatest pain and sadness inside, and let them merge with your deepest joy and bliss. Breathe into them both so they merge and dissolve into one energy. Let this mixed pool of energy dissolve back into your spiritual essence, the source of pure consciousness itself, where it came from. You can imagine you are piercing the memories of your past with one thread of consciousness using your breath. The breath will push the thread, binding the feelings and memories together, melting and melding them as one. And as you feel through the core of these feelings, they will change, and you will naturally begin to relax deeper and discover a state of peace and stillness inside. Imagine you are rooting yourself internally in this space of stillness, deep peace, and practice living from this space as much as possible throughout your day. I find that the breath is our greatest gateway to freedom. The more awareness we can create around our breath, welcome its life-giving and receiving movements, the more we can relax deeper inside, trust the divine guidance of life. And as this trust reaches into our innermost core, we simply let go of the traumas that run our lives and find true emotional healing inside. It is from simply following and feeling into the breath that we retrain our body to relax and can start connecting with the more spiritual aspects of our being. From this space, being able to fully relax into our own bodies, a genuine, confident state automatically takes over. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure we all are. And the first thing that we care to do is relax our bodies. Head to toe, inside and out. Release, let go. More tension, frustration, fear, anxiety, worry. Feel the God within you fully embrace and cradle you. totally relax. There's nothing that you are not master on. The only thing that is that you aren't aware that you're the master of anything. And our journey is to discover that we are the master of everything, yet nothing. So as you relax the body from head to toe, inside and out, you release all the attachments that you've attracted to yourself through the ego mind. You release them, the body relaxes. And as you relax your body, we move into the now. And the now is it. It's all we have. We don't have the past. We don't have the future. But most of us spend most of our time either in the past or the future. We step right over the now. This is where we gain expectations, attachments, ego, all of it. And the now stills the ego, the mind, the subconscious mind. It moves us out of the mind, where we are in silence. Moves us outside the mind. Some of us will go into the past. We all go there. Some of us get caught there. And we end up bringing the past into a future that doesn't exist. We create that future from that past, where we live that past and that future. Others wander endlessly into a future that doesn't exist when they don't realize that only in the now can they create their future. And how do you stay in the now? Your breath. The breath can only be in the now. It's not the past or the future. It's only in the moment. Moment to moment. The space between heartbeats. It is the now. And in the now we create our future. And to stay in the now, our breath keeps us in the now. Divine positive energy holds core essence of the kingdom of God. Sustains the body. It's very powerful. It's more than just breath. So as we take it in really easy through our noses and out through our mouths, as we bring this divine positive energy and we join it with a God force, love, light energy, our prana, our chi, our ki, whatever you want to call it, merge with our divine positive energy, our breath, and we literally move it through the centers of our bodies. And we have 7 wheels of light, energy vortexes, known as chakras. They're in the etherical, spiritual, astral plane. They connect us to the physicality and back to the spirituality. These astral energy vortexes balance our physical chemistry. And we start with the root chakra, the red wheel of light, the Muladhara. This career, money, mindset, sense of belonging. It represents our foundation and feeling of being in the now. It's the base of the spine and the tailbone area. Survival issues such as financial independence, money, and food. Our physical association is spine, rectum, legs, arms, circulatory system. Then we move to the Vadhisthana, the orange wheel of light, the sacral chakra, sexuality and pleasure. It is our connection and ability to accept others and new experiences. It's a lower abdomen, about 2 inches below the navel and 2 inches in. Emotional issues, sense of abundance, well-being, pleasure, sexuality, physical association, reproductive organs, kidney, bowels, immune system. Then we move to our solar plexus chakra, the Manipura. It's our personal power and ability to channel. It's our ability to be confident and in the flow of our lives, in the now. Upper abdomen and the stomach area. Emotional issues are self-worth, self-confidence, and self-esteem. Physical association, central nervous system, pancreas, liver, digestive tract, skin. Heart chakra is the next. Green, emerald green wheel of light, the anahata, love, relationships, and self-acceptance. It is truly our ability to love. It's at the center of the chest, just above the heart. Emotional issues is love, joy, inner peace. Physical association, heart, thymus, lower lungs, circulatory system, immune system. Then we move to the throat chakra, the Shuddha, self-expression. It's our ability to communicate. It's in our throat. Communication, self-expression of feelings, the truth. Physical association, thyroid, respiratory system. Teeth, vocal cords. Third eye chakra, the ajna, the indigo wheel of light. Intuition, sense of purpose and direction in this life. It is our ability to focus on and actually see the big picture. Some of us will see the trees through the forest through the trees. Some of us won't see either. Or some of us will see it all. Its location is our forehead between the eyes. You can call it the brow chakra. Emotional issues, intuition, imagination, wisdom, ability to think and make decisions. Physical association, pituitary gland, eyes, and sinuses. Then we move to the violet wheel of light, the sasra, connection to the divine. The highest chakra represents our ability to be fully connected spiritually to the God, to the pure consciousness. This is the journey within. The location is the very top of the head. Emotional issues, inner and outer beauty. Our connection to spirituality, pure bliss. Physical association, pineal gland, brain, nervous system. Now we brought these two powerful, omnipotently powerful energies all the way up to the top of our head. And in a brief moment we hold it. I am light. I am love. I am. And in that brief moment, we condense and compress those energies into pure liquid energy, omnipotently powerful. And we release it over our pineal glands. And the pineal glands, and see through your heart, mind, motion picture, however you view the pineal gland, that the rose, I see it as a rosebud, a green ball, and that liquid energy literally electrifies that bud into a full blooming rose with multicolored petals shimmering, sending out warm mists of deep, pure, eternal love and the connection to all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. It connects us to all the gateways, all the particles of existence, the pure consciousness, the God, the astral plane, and beyond. All of it is connected. And that pineal gland that we house in these bodies is very important to us while we're in these bodies. We're also consciously aware that we are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. And we are one. We are the body. We are the heart-mind. We are the soul. We are the spirit. We are the higher self. We are the God, pure consciousness, and beyond. We are everything and everything, yet nothing and nothing. And we walk this planet as heaven on earth, and each step we take creates a paradise. We have others with us, it's simple. We have the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetype. We have the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Nanda Jesus, El Moria, Abundantia, Pel, Thon, Yahweh. Yeshua, many, many, many more. And both are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. So we are reflections of each other. The archangels, cherubim, seraphim archetypes, the ascended masters, world pieces of each other's, different facets. So we call out to all the other reflections of all of us, all the light energy beings, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of this circle of light. And they come in the Plexus. One Plexus fills this entire universe. They come in the trillions from every direction, and they are with us now. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, and beneath earth. Many, many, many civilizations and species, and only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of the circle of light. Only those that are consciously aware that are of and from the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, of and from the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us. This is our highest frequency of our core existence. None of us could be here with each other unless that frequency was high in deep eternal love and gratitude. They come in the billions, and they are with us now. We call upon all the off-worlders, all the galactics, all the celestials, and only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, the forming of this circle of light. Now, we're only familiar with a handful, somewhat. Over 1,000 travel through the solar system every day, and trillions travel throughout the universes every single day. The ones that we're somewhat familiar with includes all the civilizations and all the levels of species, both the good, the not so good, and the bad, understanding that the lower frequencies of these civilizations cannot participate in this meditation and liberation of this planet because their frequencies are so low. They can't sustain themselves in higher frequencies. But nonetheless, we acknowledge all levels of all civilizations. They are all interactive and part of all of us. And we have the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Andromedans, the Arcturians, the Felines, the Zeta Reticuli, the Nords, the Greys, the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avion, many, many, many more. They've been assisting us in our evolution, in our enlightenment, in our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And they come in the billions, and they are with us now. We call upon all of our loved ones, all of those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of the circle of light. They come in the billions. They are with us now. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms, on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now, in this meditation, to form this circle of light. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest and deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest and deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light. Now, we're only familiar with just a fraction of them, somewhat. There are trillions. They come in shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations, of which many we have never seen before. The fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, the elements, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, many, many, many more. And they come in the trillions, and they are with us now. We're all gathered, all one. The illusion of separation, all together, arm in arm, hand in hand, all our gods as one. We're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, and abundance. And we're all one. And we're all God, pure consciousness. And we're all love. And our God force, love, light, energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We form a massive circle of light. This is in all of our core being, all of us gathered in this meditation for the liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. This circle of light is of the highest high vibrational frequency, a source creator. Deep, pure, eternal love, gratitude. And it is so bright, it grays out the darkness of space. It would take 1,000 billion suns in this solar system to even come close to its radiance. We saturate this entire planet, inside now, above and below, with this pure, deep, eternal love and gratitude. Saturating all life, the highest supreme value in the universe. We begin to ascend above this planet as this circle of light. As we do, we're met with a massive ocean of gossamer field of highly glittered, reflecting mirrors, reflecting all of us gathered in this meditation of all parts of each other. Brilliant colors. We immediately are met with the emerald green, flaming, healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is the column that reminds us all that we are the power of healing. We are then met with the violet, blue, purple, flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is the column that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and result. We are then met with the white fire. This is the column that reminds us all that we are imbued head to toe, inside and out, protected 24/7 with an impenetrable God, light, love, force, energy. It is impregnable. It cannot be breached from any external power, authority at all. But only you have the power that if you decide, whether consciously or unconsciously, to lower your vibrational frequency in hate, anger, fear, dishonest, manipulation, greed, stress, you will lower your frequency low enough to create a breach in your white fire armor, enough so to allow the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. If you do decide to do this, you are immediately met with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column that reminds us all that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutralized substance, sending them to pure consciousness where they are vaporized and no more. Then we're met with the violet ray. This is a column that reminds us all that we can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame. We can purify, cleanse, harmonize the area where these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies work, sealing the breach in our white fire armor, restoring the harmony that we are of our essence of deep, pure, eternal love and gratitude. We are then met with the golden white pink light. This is a column that reminds us all that we are the sunsets. We are the sunrises. We are the sun. We are the sunlight. We are the rain. We are the rainbow. We are the snow. We are the ice. We are the rivers, the oceans, the lakes, the streams. We are the forests, the trees, the animals, the sky, the clouds. We are everything. There is no separation. It is but an illusion. Some of us, as we continue to ascend above the planet, this circle of light, step outside our physical form, if we're carrying physical form, and float effortlessly above that physical form. We then come across this massive crystalline light tower. It's larger than the solar system. We created this tower. And in the center of it, we see this oblong sphere. And right in the center of it is a golden white shimmering light sending out warm waves of mist across everything, saturating us with pure, deep, eternal love and gratitude, flooding us every second of existence. Now, the colored bands around it are also sending out waves of beautiful, warm mist that are penetrating and saturating us all of gratitude, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, of prosperity, of wonderful health, wonderful wealth, abundance, riches, contentment, peace, tranquility, benevolence, constantly misting and saturating us all. You can feel it, see it through your heart, mind's motion picture as it massages and warms and embraces, because it's all of us. It is a reflection of our true existence. Now at the top, we designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees everywhere, as it's been doing and continues to do eternally, perpetually. Pure, deep, eternal love flooding all of us, saturating, bathing. Each of us are drops of that golden ocean. We hold the essence of the ocean. The ocean is the drops, and the drops are the ocean. There is no separation, only the illusion of. We then see our meditative sphere. It sits center circle. We created this sphere almost 3 years ago. It houses well over 1,000 of our meditations in perpetual motion. All of these meditations from all of us gathered on and off world throughout all existence and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond and forever, all vibrating at the highest of the deepest eternal love and the highest of deepest eternal gratitude and full consciousness. Liberating this planet and ourselves into higher frequencies of existence, of pure bliss, joy, prosperity, humbleness, why this sphere every day continues to intensify and continues to expand. Every day. And this is why it can be seen, heard, and felt, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. You feel it. You feel all of this. Care about each and everything. Don't make a distinction between the great and the small. Cleaning the floor, do it with deep care, as if it is the body of the beloved. Each indifferent act becomes a slow suicide, a slow death. Be overflowing. Don't be a miser. I'll join you in the meditation. Return to close us out. find that your breath is your greatest gateway to freedom, the more awareness you can create around your breath and welcoming its life-giving and receiving moments, the more we can relax deeper inside and trust the divine guidance of life. And as this trust reaches into our innermost core, we will simply let go of the traumas that run our lives and find true emotional healing inside. It is from simply following and feeling into the breath that we retain our body and retrain it to relax. We can start connecting with the more spiritual aspects of our beings. From this space, being able to fully relax into our own bodies, a genuine confidence state automatically takes over. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and into the following morning. And we will return here Tuesday, November 17th, 2020, 3 p.m. Eastern to continue our global guided meditation call.